evening, YouTube. You guys are now watching another segment of the TCGPlayer, King of Games, and today we are going to be doing a GOAT format match, Monarchs versus Chaos Gate. It's very, very fun, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys don't know what GOAT format is basically April 2005 format where basically GOAT Control was one of the more dominant decks of the format, but that doesn't mean that there weren't other great decks. As you guys can see, I'm going to be playing Monarch, and TJ is going to be playing a very exciting deck inside of Chaos Gate. You'll be able to see exactly how it operates a little later. I hope you guys are actually at the sneak peek right now or gotten all the cards that you needed from your sneak peek into Soul Fusions. If you guys did, let me know down below in the comment section what you pulled. But right now, we're going to be talking about this amazing GOAT format game. It's going to be really exciting. I think I won the die roll, or no, TJ won the die roll. So he's going to be going first. Actually, no, I apologize. I did win the die roll. I'm going to go ahead and activate Pot of Greed, allowing me to draw 2 cards from my deck to my hand. And then I'm going to follow up with possibly monsters. No, I'm going to set a monster in defense. And then a card face down. Now, everybody watch out for that T-set. That T-set is incredibly strong in GOAT format. It's a very simplified format. TJ is going to go ahead and start off by normal summoning Sacred Carrying. And then he's going to activate a very powerful card on top of it, Monster Gate. Probably why Chaos Gate gets his name. What it does is allows him to tribute his monster and then special summon or look through his deck for a monster that could be normal summon or set and special summon it to a side of the field. He's going to special summon Injection Fairy Lily at this time. A huge monster that can gain attack points depending on the amount of life points that he plays. Now TJ is going to go ahead and decide to attack into my face down monster, and I'm going to reveal a Spirit Reaper on my side of the field, unable to be destroyed by battle. Obviously TJ does not want to pay life points to do nothing. He's going to set 2 cards face down and then pass his turn. I'm going to go ahead and tribute this Spirit Reaper for Grimarg, the Rock Monarch. Yes, Grimarg was a very powerful card, allowing me to destroy a set card on my opponent's side of the field. I'm going to destroy 1 set card. TJ is going to go ahead and chain Dust Tornado and Scapegoat, destroying my back row and allowing him to special summon 4 tokens to his side of the field. Now, Injection Fairy Lily does have the ability for him to pay life points at any given time, so attacking into the Lily itself isn't a smart idea. I'm going to go ahead and attack into one of his Scapegoat tokens, putting him down to 4 monsters on the board. I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn. TJ definitely thinking about what he can do next. That 1 face down card and Grimarg are pretty scary. He could use the Injection Fairy Lily to attack, but no. It looks like he's going to activate a spell card of his own called Reasoning. Now, with Reasoning, I declare a level, and if I declare the level wrong, then he gets to spell summon a monster. But the monster has to be normal summoned or set, so cards like Blackluster Soldier and Chaos Sorcerer get skipped over, and efforts of finding a monster that could be summoned from the deck. So Dark Ruler Hadez is going to be special summoned. If you guys didn't get it, then I declared the monster wrong. Pretty sure I'm always going to call 8 against this deck because the level 8 monsters are the scariest, but then you fall for not getting anything right. So he's going to use that Dark Ruler Hadez to attack into the Grimarg and then attack with the Injection Fairy Lily. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to pay 2,000 life points to increase Injection Fairy Lily by 3,000. It looks like he is not. Playing a little bit on the conservative route. I don't think that might be the appropriate way to use Injection Fairy Lily, but it doesn't matter. On my turn, I'm going to go ahead and activate Snatch Steal. Stealing one of his monsters, I'm going to go ahead and take the Injection Fairy Lily. Wow, it looks like I'm going to have the Hot Babe on my side of the field, but it's not going to be there for long. I'm then going to follow up by tributing the Injection Fairy Lily for the Zaborg, the Thunder Monarch. Another powerful Monarch back in its heyday, inflicting 2,400, or no, attacking into another one of TJ's GOATs, and then passing my turn. TJ is going to follow up by setting a card face down, and I think he's going to go ahead and pass his turn with no other options on his board. I'm then going to activate Mystical Space Typhoon on its end phase to destroy his Mirror Force. Whoa, saucy. And then I'm going to follow with Premature Burial to special summon Grimarg, the Rock Monarch, to my side of the field. TJ is actually, or no, I'm going to tribute the Grimarg for Air Knight Parshaft and attack into the token for 1,900 damage and draw a card. The Zaborg is going to attack into the last token of TJ, and TJ should be effectively at 6,100 life points because, again, I attacked into a token. I'm going to set a card face down and then pass my turn. TJ drawing the Graceful Charity, allowing him to draw 3 cards. As long as he discards 2 cards from his hand is looking pretty decent. I think he's in a not the best situation because he's staring down some really powerful monsters, but Graceful Charity should help him get into what he needs. It seems like he's deciding on what he's going to discard, taking his sweet old time. Come on, Grandma, you can do it. And he's going to discard a Nobleman of Crossout or Dark Magician of Chaos. Pretty good choices, if you ask me. TJ is then going to follow up by setting a card face down and a monster in defense, and then passing his turn back to me. leaving me in a still pretty good position. I have some really buff monsters in the field. Air Knight Power Shot will allow me to draw a card and gain advantage every time it inflicts damage. I think I'm going to go ahead and attack with it, and I'm going to attack over a Sacred Crane, inflicting some more damage to TJ's life points, but even more importantly, allowing Air Knight Power Shot to not only pay for itself, but give me a little bit of advantage inside of drawing a card. I'm in a good spot. I'm going to set the card face down and pass it back to TJ. Waiting on what he can do. He's going to normal summon Sacred Crane to his side of the field and then reveal his Torrential Tribute that was face down, effectively wiping the entire board. Seemed like a risky move. He's going to follow with Heavy Storm, destroying all of my spell and trap cards. So again, I'm not in the best position now, but the Air Knight Power Shot allowed me to get enough cards. TJ has no cards in his hand. I have enough. I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn. TJ sets a card and passes his turn, and I'm going to draw again and pass my turn. TJ is going to draw again. Whoa, GOAT format just went from a high octane duel to a slow start. It looks like we're just drawing cards and passing our turn. TJ is going to chain his Mystical Space Typhoon to my Torrential Tribute, and it looks like he might be in the driver's seat passing his turn though. I'm going to draw my card, and whoa, if there was ever been a match where two really good decks have been going at each other, biting each other, destroying each other, and then just stop, this is it. I'm going to set a monster in defense. TJ is going to respond with Pot of the Greed on his turn. That's going to put him in a pretty decent position, I would like to assume. And now he's looking through his graveyard, banishing a light monster, banishing a dark monster for Chaos Sorcerer, or no, Black Luster Soldier. Very powerful monster that allows him to attack twice. He's going to use that monster to attack into my face down monster, revealing a Gravekeeper Spy instead of using Black Luster Soldier's effect to banish it. I'm going to go ahead and use Gravekeeper Spy to summon another copy of Gravekeeper Spy to my side of the field. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to lose both of those spies due to Black Luster Soldier being able to attack directly or attack twice. TJ is going to then follow up with 2 cards face down on his side of the field and then pass his turn. I'm going to need some clutch plays in order to get me back in this game, because BLS is one of the most powerful cards in GOAT. I'm going to start off with Heavy Storm, disabling TJ's back row. Whoa, that's going to put me in a pretty good position. He's going to activate Call It 100 in response. And I have a strong feeling he's going to go ahead and special summon Sacred Crane to get a card instead of using his Scapegoat to allow him to get 4 tokens to his side of the field. That could be seen as a questionable move because he's not high on life points. Drawing that card might not be as important as saving your own life points. I'm then going to go ahead and follow up one of the most riskiest, not the riskiest, one of the most sexiest cards ever, Brain Control. Let me steal that Black Luster Soldier for you at the cost of 800 life points. I'm going to use it to attack directly, seeing that he doesn't have anything to protect himself. That 3,000 damage is going to effectively put TJ at 900 life points, and then I'm going to tribute it by tribute summoning the Stastolos to Firestorm Monarch, effectively negating the advantage that TJ did get. So yes, it doesn't seem like the best play ever. It seems like an actual pretty bad bait when you look at it in hindsight. He could have had tokens to protect himself as opposed to a Sacred Crane, but as you guys know, looking at the Yu-Gi-Oh card game after the game has already been processed is completely different than actually playing the game, or at least I hope you guys do know. TJ is going to go ahead and start off with his turn, setting a card face down, and then just going ahead and passing it right back to me. The Stalos to Firestorm Monarch on the board, probably allowing me to attack for game, but I'm really wary. If it's a Sakura 2 armor, I could be in a very bad position. I'm going to go ahead and start my turn, and fortunately for me, I do have an answer to his face down card if it is a Sakura 2 armor. Looking at his graveyard, I've already seen Mirror Force in the graveyard, so I'm going to go ahead and tribute the Stalos to Firestorm Monarch for Mobius the Frost Monarch, effectively destroying his back row and allowing me to attack for possibly game. If it's not, yes, it's a Ring of Destruction. It didn't even matter. Game 1 is going to be decided by Monarchs effectively tributing their way into winning that Game 1. Going into Game 2, TJ is going to go ahead and activate Pot of Greed. He has a need for greed, allowing him to draw 2 additional cards from his deck. He's then going to follow up with Reasoning, a card that you probably will never get right against this deck. Doesn't matter how many times you are going to try. He's going to go ahead and special summon Injection Fairy Lily. Not the best card to summon. At the current time building this monster or this Chaos Gate deck, we thought Injection Fairy Lily would have been a great tech, mainly because it's a level 3 monster that never would have been called because there's only one level 3 monster and it's her. Looking at it in hindsight, I'm not saying it's a bad card, but maybe we could have just played other cards. I'm going to go ahead and start off my turn with 2 cards face down. Injection Fairy Lily isn't a light or a dark monster, so it might not help to the graveyard stipulations of summoning cards like Chaos Sorcerer or Black Luster Soldier. And I have 2 cards face down. TJ is going to go ahead and attack. Am I going to risk it? Am I going to allow him? Yes, he's actually going to attack for 400 damage. Still depressing. I think that using Injection Fairy Lily in those instances are prime opportunities. I feel like you're missing out if you're not inflicting that type of damage. Yes, it does cost 2,000 damage, but at the same time, what are you playing Injection Fairy Lily for? TJ is going to tribute the Injection Fairy Lily for Dark Ruler Hades, hoping to attack over a monster and negate its effects, but it's a big shield Gardener. Whoa, 2,600 defense. Don't see that too often against a face down monster. Almost actually, you can't Nobleman across out this monster, so it's a really good card in this format. Inflicting 150 damage to TJ, but more importantly, giving me a monster to work with. I'm then going to read Dark Ruler Hades, thinking about if I should just switch Big Shield Gardener back into defense and then pass my turn. I'm not sure if I have another play, or maybe just figuring out how I want to follow up with this play. TJ's not going to be in a good position. I'm going to activate Delinquent Duo at the cost of 1,000 life points, allowing me to discard a card from my opponent's hand at random, and then TJ gets to discard another card from his hand. I don't really know if you guys want to count that as like a privilege, because he gets to discard one card. So randomly, I'm going to go ahead and decide a card. It's going to be 5, so I'm going to re-roll. It's going to be that card. And then I'm going to roll a dice again and pretend like, yeah, discard that card, TJ is random. He's like, no, it's not random. I get to choose the card. I tried, guys. I tried. Definitely a little bit of fun that we have with each other. He's going to discard the Dark Magician of Chaos from his hand to the graveyard. And then I'm going to tribute summon for Mobius the Frost Monarch. Now, Mobius the Frost Monarch is an interesting card to summon right now. I get to destroy his back row, but it still doesn't solve the threat that Dark Ruler Hades is 2450. 50 attack points more than the Dark Ruler Hades, or 50 attack less than the Dark Ruler is. Nonetheless, I'm going to hit Sakura 2 armors with Mobius the Frost Monarch and put TJ in an interesting position. Does he trust my back row? Does he feel that something is going to be going down? I'm not 100% sure if he does. He's going to go ahead and special summon Chaos Sorcerer to his side of the field by banishing BLS and the Dark Magician of Chaos, and then he's going to follow with Dimension Fusion. Whoa, by paying 2,000 of his own life points, he's going to go ahead and special summon Dark Magician of Chaos to his side of the field. That's going to effectively put him down to 5850. But more importantly, he's going to have a plethora of monsters, and barring that I have Mirror Force face down, I'm not sure how I can handle this many monsters on the field. I'm going to go ahead and scoop it up. Whoa. D-Monk would allow him to get a spell card. It just was not looking good at all for your boy, TheCaliEffect. Going into game 3, I'm going to start off with the T-set. Monster in defense, card face down, and passing my turn. TJ's then going to follow up with his own very Nobleman of Crossout, banishing Gravekeeper's Guard from my field. And then I think he's going to follow up with some saucy plays. He's going to go ahead and set some cards face down and passing his turn. I'm going to go ahead and set another card face down and pass my turn. TJ is going to follow up with Graceful Charity on his turn, drawing 3 cards and then discarding 2 cards from his deck to from his hand to the graveyard. He's then going to follow up with Reasoning, forcing me to declare a level that I'm not going to get right. He's going to summon Air Knight Parshaft to his side of the field. And then he's going to activate the effects of Call It of the Hunted, summoning another copy of Air Knight Parshaft to his side of the field. That is a juicy board, ladies and gentlemen. Fortunately for me, I have a response. You guys are going to see Ring of Destruction be activated, but that's because I activated Torrential Tribute, ruining his day. TJ is going to follow with another card face down and then pass his turn. Both players taking 1,900 damage from our Air Knight Parshaft being destroyed. I'm going to go ahead and normal summon Breaker the Magical Warrior, using Breaker's effect to destroy one of his face down cards. At random, on my command, I'm going to destroy his Sakuretsu armor, putting me in a pretty decent spot, knowing that I've gotten rid of Sakuretsu armor consistently throughout this match. I'm going to go ahead and pass my turn after not even inflicting damage. TJ is going to activate Delinquent Duo. Excuse me. TJ is going to activate Delinquent Duo on his turn. And that's going to effectively get rid of a card from my hand. And then obviously I get to choose which additional card I get to discard. Whoa, hold on. All right, good. For a second, I thought he was going to go ahead and discard 2, but I'm going to go ahead. I already have the card that I decided and discard Metamorphosis, and he's going to hit the Thalos, the Firestorm Monarch. Back to my turn. It looks like I might be taking a risk. No, tributing the Breaker, the Magical Warrior, possibly for a Mobius the Frost Monarch. That might be the most of safe plays. Or no, it looks like Breaker's just going to sit there in the graveyard. Yes, for a Mobius of the Frost Monarch, destroying his face down card. But not before TJ can activate his Scapegoats, which will definitely give him 4 tokens to his side of the field. I'm going to attack one and pass my turn. TJ's going to go ahead and use Monster Gate on one of them, tributing the Scapegoat token to special summon a monster to his side of the field. Now, Scapegoat tokens cannot be tributed for a tribute summon. Any other summon is definitely in bounds. He's going to get a Dark Magician of Chaos off of the summon of Monster Gate. And with that, he's going to be able to add from his graveyard to his hand one spell card. I think he's going to go ahead and add the Monster Gate again, which is, or maybe he didn't add the Monster Gate. I'm not sure 100% what he's adding, but he's definitely going to be adding that spell card from his deck to his hand to give him more advantage. Yes, he's adding Monster Gate, and he's going to follow up by activating it, tributing another GOAT token to special summon to his side of the field. No, not Blacklist Soldier, Dark Ruler Hades. 2450, actually strong enough to get over my Mobius the Frost Monarch. We are in trouble, guys. He's going to attack into my Mobius with the Dark Ruler Hades, and then the Dark Magician of Chaos is going to be met with a Sakuretsu Armor, banishing Demok, not placing him in the graveyard. He actually gets banished when he's sent to the graveyard instead. But I don't think either of us catch up on that. Yeah, that Demok's just going to sit in the graveyard. I'm going to start off with my turn activating Graceful Charity, getting myself into some resources. I need to be able to draw some appropriate cards to get over this 2450 monster, because I can, whatever I do, whatever Monarch I summon, it'll be infinitely weaker than the Hades, seeing that all Monarchs are 2400 attack, and Hades is 2450. This does propose a little bit of a conundrum. I'm going to go ahead and activate Pot of Greed, giving me some more cards, and man, if I don't have anything now, then I don't know what to say. I'm going to activate Brain Control, snatching TJ's, that's right, Dark Ruler Hades. And then I'm pretty sure I'm going to follow up with tributing the Dark Ruler Hades. Yes, we're going to go ahead and tribute it for a Gramarg, the Rock Monarch. Now, the Gramarg might not be able to activate its effects, but I did get over his monster, and I got rid of his tokens. TJ is going to Mystical Space Typhoon my back row card, and then it looks like he doesn't have anything else. He's going to pass. I'm going to summon Sangan and inflict some heavy damage to TJ, putting him at a terrible position. 1700 life points left. TJ is going to go ahead and scoop it up. Thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the Cali Effect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give it a like. And if you didn't, let us know down below in the comment section what we could do to be better. Please like, comment, subscribe, but most of all, enjoy. I hope you guys are having a great day like I am.